Hey creatures, it's me Kia, and I've got a bow tutorial for you. I'm going to be teaching you how to make a huge double bow, and this one is cheetah print and cookie dough. So the bow itself is 6.5 inches by 3 inches, and it's really easy to make. Overall it takes about 13 minutes. Bear with me, this is my first tutorial, so I hope I do well for you guys. Thanks for watching, let's get started. First, you want to choose what the outside of the bow is going to be, like what the outside is going to look like. Whatever you want the trim to be, that's the color that you're going to start off with. No, I lied. This is, whatever you want the trim to be is the color that you're going to use second. The first color you're going to use is the one that you want the front of the bow to look like. Alright, so this first one, you want it to be, if you want this bow to be 6 inches, you're going to multiply the 6 by 2 and then add 0.5. So you're going to make this, or not 2, I'm going to add 1 inch. So it's going to be 13 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're just going to add another piece to make it 13 by, you're going to make it 13 by 3. And then you're going to trim off any excess. And then you're going to peel this up and set it aside. Next you're going to cut 3 strips of your trim color, and this is going to be 14.5. Now you want to bring your base color out, and then you want to put the first strip that you put down, sticky side down. You want to put it in the middle and have an inch of overlay, or an inch and a half of overlay. Basically overlay only on one side. So you can determine where the middle is. It kind of doesn't matter because it's not going to be showing. And then the next one that you do, you want to have it so that there is 1/2 inch of overlay. And then you want to place it sticky side down. Now you have an or 1/2 inch of overlay on the main part. And then you want to turn it upside down or whatever's easier for you and just do the same thing. And now you have 1/2 inch of overlay on both sides and 1.5 inches of overlay on one side. So now what you're going to do is cut the little corners off, and I'll show you how in a second. I don't think anyone knows how to explain this properly. But you cut that off so that there's a little square in the corner, and then you fold this sticky over. And then you want to flip it over and do the same thing to the other side. Okay. And then once you have the trim done, you want to flip it over And then you want to cover the sticky with the other side. And that way when you finish it looks like this. Now this part is going to be the back, so you want to try to get that as in the middle as you can. And then you want to put it face down. Well, put the back part down on the mat. And then you want to fold it in half. And then set it to the side for a quick second. And then you want to cut out 3 inches of your trim color. You want to cut that out to be 3 inches. And then you want to cut it in half. And then the whole inch is going to be what you enclose the bow with. So you want to set that aside. And this, you can set it aside too, but I'm going to use it to help get the bow to be even and stuff. Alright, so you bring this back over to you. And then you want to fold this part in half again. And then do it again on the other side. And then this is going to be how it looks before you put the enclosure on. So now you want to line it up. And this one comes out to be 6.5 inches. So you want to move it over. Or you can do whatever you want to do to get the trim to be even. But this is something, it's a little bit tedious, but this is something that I do to ensure that it's even. So you want to put it in the middle of 7 inches, at the 7-inch mark. And then put down some tape so that it stays closed. And then find the middle of this. So since it is 6 inches, or since it's 6.5 inches, just count in. So 1, 2, 3. And then this one's going to be the middle. So then you want to take the tape and then line it up on the side so that you have this. You have to line it up with the inch mark. And then once you get that part done, you can just take the other parts off. And pick this up. Tuck it in. And then tuck this part over. And now this is how it's going to look before you fluff it out and everything. Now you want to look to make sure that it's even, or as even as you possibly could get it. And then you want to fluff it out. So you stick your fingers in through the sides. And then just do whatever you feel you need to do to get it to do what you need it to do. So what I'm doing is just pushing everything out and making it 3D pretty much. And then you want to flip it over and do the same exact thing. And this is how it turns out looking. And that is all you need to do. If you want to add an enclosure to it, like a bobby pin, this is what you do. You want to pick it up. Usually I do this before I just snap it closed, but just in case you don't want to add it on, I just finished it off. So you connect this part, the top part, to the sticky. And that's all you have to do. And this is how it looks. And that, my darling creatures, is how you make this bow. Thanks for watching the tutorial, and I'll see you guys later.